Welcome to the Dobsonian Power Night Sessions tonight, Saturday. I hope you're having an awesome weekend. And we have outside the moon with 99%, almost full moon. But anyway, we did a poll in Discord, in our Discord server, and you shows between the comet that we saw already a bunch of times and is saying goodbye, the moon, and star clusters. You chose the star clusters, and I'm glad you did it because it's the best choice. I had to just move the telescope near the window to protect it from the wind, but we can't see any comet. But anyway, the comet tonight is washed by the moon, and it's already getting fainter and fainter. We saw the best of the comet was here in this channel, my channel and your channel, our channel, for everybody in the world. Yeah, I love this music also, Samir, the intro. I had to make a file, an audio file to my wife to have it on the smartphone because she also loves it. And yes, sometimes during the day the music comes to my head, and because it's a galactic music or something. Hello, Joe. Astrotip, let's go. San Sebastian. Vasco. Spain. Hello, Sergio. Hi, Tiago. Just subscribe. It's good to see someone from Portugal doing astrophotography. It doesn't matter if it is Portugal or any part of the world, to be fair, Sergio. But yes, as we don't have people here doing that, I understand that you are glad to see it. But at the end, we are all from the same place, planet Earth. It doesn't matter at all. And if you can see, you will see during our live streams, come people from all over the world. Bartek, hello. Dan Daniel. DIY Dan. Okay, tonight we will be watching, as I said, star clusters. We'll see in a moment what we have in the sky. I'm sure there are a few of good star clusters for us to see. And also because the star clusters are the best objects to watch during the full moon. Otherwise, nebulae, planetary nebulae, galaxies, they are all washed out. So, apart from the moon and planets that now they're almost gone, we have the star clusters. They are beautiful. They are like diamonds in the sky. And tonight we will use, and I have outside pointing to the sky, Its Majesty the King. Yeah, the King, my biggest telescope, the 12-inch Dobsonian. Full power to the King. It's this huge Dobsonian telescope, a real telescope. This is not a toy, this is not a pocket telescope. This is a T, capital T, telescope. With this camera, the ZW0294, the best relationship, quality and price for Dobsonians. Don't doubt about that. Over an equatorial platform, a strong one to handle this huge telescope. It's a geoptic made by steel, stainless steel. Very strong. Actually, I didn't polar align. Actually, let me tell you something. If you watch all my live streams, some people do it, I promise you, you will learn everything that I do. Everything, and much faster. If you can't, because I understand that, here and there I explain how to do things. One day one thing, another day another thing, and if I'm doing something that you need to learn because you struggle to overpass it, just ask me in the chat and I go deeper in that matter, okay? Tonight, as I didn't polar align, because I have the marks on the floor where I place the equatorial platform every night, but I changed the place because of the wind, and it's a new place near the window. So it's roughly polar aligned. It doesn't matter. However, I will show you in real time. I was going to do this before the stream, but I decided to do now because it's fast, it's a simple thing to do, and many people don't know how to do, and it's very simple to align it, polar align it with a equatorial platform. Besides, I can't see from where the telescope is placed now, I can't see the polarities. But it doesn't matter because I will point it near Polaris and we will try to get it aligned. We will use SharpCap to do this. So let's open SharpCap right away first. I'm thirsty. I eat the dinner Chinese food and I love Chinese food, but it's so hot. At least the one I had. Okay, SharpCap. First, connect the camera. And you will see how I quickly, because if I polar align now, if I can get it now, I don't know, it's a challenge. But if I can get it now, I will mark then on the floor with a marker and then I will repeat the place. I only have to do it once. Apart from being simple. Okay, let's connect it, the platform, because it's not... You see, the bluish tint on the screen is because of the moon, the full moon. Hold on. But first we have to focus the telescope. This is the cap protecting the tail ramp. Actually I saw the comet today with a finder scope. It's getting fainter. It's not so good now. Now I will use this remote just to fine tune before pointing north. I'm watching the spikes of the star, Sirius. Okay, it's fine. See. The moon makes the stars larger and bloated. So we have to have this well focused. Okay, it's focused. Now I'm going outside. I will point to a star near Polaris. Now what we do is a live stack. This is a random star. I do a short exposure, 2 seconds or 4 seconds. We can do 2 seconds. Okay. And now we can adjust the color if we want. Okay. And now we watch here at the tab drift graph. The drift. We have to wait 2 or 3 minutes. Let's see, because I place it without knowing exactly the north. Hold on. I'm gonna get more water, hold on. Okay, we have drift. Let me see if I have a picture instead of a paper for you to also watch. I used to have because I have it in a video. I don't remember. Where is it? I have to search for it. Okay. But I have a video that explains the positions. So I have a paper, it's the same draw that is in a video. And as I'm watching this moving down, I go to my paper and this arrow down, pointing down, says this is too much to the west. So now I go outside and I turn it a bit to the east. Hold on. And then we restart. So I move the leg that is pointing, that is forward, that is to the west, moved forward, clear, and now I check again. Of course the star is not here because I moved the platform, but doesn't matter. There's a galaxy there. Now I will see if it keeps moving down, I have to do it again, the same movement. If these circles don't go down and stabilize, that means that it's polar aligned. Up and down, west and east, left and right is moving the south of the platform up or down, but I don't want to touch that yet. You see the movement? Now we wait for a circle, and then at the second circle we watch. The movement now. Could be some backlash, because I moved all the setup and it's super heavy. Let's see what he does. This is very important to have a pleasant session, to have this at least more or less. You see, when it's moving down, you can notice the image here at the bottom. It's starting to cut the image. That's why it's important, because even having all polar aligned, it will cut anyway because of the rotation. But this is not a rotation, this is because of the bad polar alignment. So I will need to move more. Okay, let's move a bit more. Now we reset. You just do this once. Then you mark the floor and you never have to worry about this again. But it's to show you, as it's so easy to do. Look, I moved all the setup, the telescope over the rocker and over the platform. But as I don't have to grab the telescope, it's just to slide a bit. It's easier. You see, now it seems to be okay. If it goes left and right, I will not touch it, because it will not move too much, because my floor is completely uneven. And depending on when I place the telescope, it will mess with the south, of course. Yes, it's fine. Now it's going to the right, it's getting the circle. This is normal in the equatorial platforms. This is not an equatorial mount. Some people don't know, and they get worried about, but there's nothing to worry about. It's like this. Now let's see the circle. And then, after checking this, we go to a star cluster. Now let's see the complete. And then we have as a reference this scale here, the axis X and Y. If it's well polar aligned, these circles will be within range. You see, -40, -20, -50. So this is a fair range. If it suddenly goes, for instance, -200 or positive numbers 200 fast, that means that it's not polar aligned. Now I want to watch the movement after this first. If we come back to the same place, it's okay. If it not, it needs again a tweak. And probably it will need. The better it is polar aligned, the less cuts we have here. It's starting to be less and less, and the image will be much better. Now he made a curve and it's going down again. It's not yet there. I will move a bit more. It's clear. And let's see again here. Let me check the chat meanwhile. The king. Yes, we are using the king. Correcting the mirror and making the 16-inch an f4. It's going to be a few months, so all I have is the 8-inch. At least you have the 8-inch. You see, now it's cutting much less, and it's cutting also at the bottom. You see? This is very important for you too, and it's so simple. Now it's cutting here. You see the blue? It's just a few cuts at the top. And at the bottom, it's not cutting. It means that I probably now is doing the opposite. Yeah, for now. Let's wait. It's not going down. Now it's going up, and hopefully it will stay around here. The nitrogen in our DNA, the calcium in our teeth, the iron in our blood, the carbon in our apple pies were made in the interiors of collapsing stars. We are made of star stuff. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's true. We come from the stars. Yeah, Carl Sagan said that, but many people think like that. And probably even before Carl Sagan. Hello Marcin, greetings to Polonia, to Poland. Yeah, we come from the stars, from the place that we will be watching later. Now I pushed too much. Let's readjust a bit to get flawless. We only do this once, then we mark the floor and that's it. So I will then mark the floor and it will be my new place for the telescope. The go-to behind me, it's a new model. What do you mean? It's the Virtuoso. It's a recent model that I have, but it's I had it some months ago. It's a very nice telescope. The one that I recommend for beginners. Let me check. I think now I did again the opposite. I don't know. Because also when we move such a weight, so heavy, could have some backlash that may introduce errors in our readings. This is to be made with patience, usually during hot nights. It's the better time to do it. Just if it is more or less, then I finish after the stream. I just don't want this to cut too much when we go to the star clusters. Come on, go up now. If it goes up, but it will... No, I think no. No, it's cutting too much. It was better as it was before. Yeah. It was better before than this. Yeah. Just one more. I think this will be the last one. Because if it's not perfect, I will leave it and then after the stream or... But you see how I do it once. I do it once. Now it's fine because it's... Look, 2, 4, 5, it's not moving too fast out of the the thing is, it's a 12-inch Dobsonian, super heavy, and do this without taking the telescope out of the rocker. It's the easy way, but it's difficult to move just half a millimeter or 1 millimeter. We tend to move 1 centimeter. Because it's too heavy. I'm tired to move it. Okay, I will leave it like this. It's not too bad. It will cut at the top. I will count on that when pointing to a star cluster. It's not too much. It's not too much. Now it's going down again. Yeah, it's not too much. It will go up, but it's fair enough. Okay, it's only a bit, you see? It's only cutting a bit. Now let's open Stellarium. It seems to me that to fine-tune focus with a Virtuoso, you have to zoom a lot on a little star and make disappear the donut shape, apart from looking at the spiders of a bright star, no? With a Virtuoso, this is not enough, the spikes of the star. With a Virtuoso, you have to check the stars here at the edges, also. Until they are all perfect. Because sometimes you watch the spikes, because it has a larger field of view, you watch the spikes and you can move the focus and a bit and the spikes still look fine at the middle. But you are changing the focus and you will notice at the edges. You see? So at the Virtuoso it's a bit more tricky. Hello, dumb guy! Of course, everybody loves Carl Sagan. Ah, yes, okay, okay. In this case, I'm not. I'm using the all the same. 2 millisecond exposure. It's a fast one. I can use 4 also to check it fast. Otherwise, these little crosshairs here will be. If I use 10 seconds, will be 1, then another one after 10 seconds. Yeah, now I moved too much again. It's hard. It has to be with patience, and so I'm using 350 gain. It's the gain I always use, and 2-second exposures to do the and to the star clusters I will use 4-second exposures. Yes, it has to be on. The platform has to be on, Ray, for us to check this. You see, it was going down. Now I adjust it. It now is going up. I have now to readjust a bit more. The thing is, it's so heavy that when I readjust, I pass the threshold again. But that's the procedure. You can ask anything. Actually, while the moon is so bright, is the best moment to ask questions. And hello, no. John Dobson was a great man. I was fortunate enough to go to one of his mirror making classes. Awesome teacher. Yeah, the thing is, nowadays things that have changed. The essence is there, but the things we have to adapt to the reality now. Please give a like, Dobsonian people. If you think at the time that John Dobson made this kind of mount popular, we had no cameras like we have now, the laptops and computers like we have now, the simplicity and facility to watch the sky through a camera also. It was different. The things evolve, and people should evolve also, otherwise we'll be stuck in the past. The king! It's outside, the king! The king! That's a very nice scope. But this problem that I have now adjusting this, now is too much. Is the same problem that I have when I'm star hopping and I find the object with a 12-inch. I find the object, and then you see many times the object goes up and goes down, goes up and goes down. It's me trying to center the object, but as it's so heavy, we try to do a fine tune, but it's hard, or it's harder than other telescopes that are smaller, to make that fine adjustment, because every time we try to move to fine tune 1 millimeter, it goes like more than that. Like the same thing now with the platform, but now it's moving too much, so I have to move west again. Let me check again. I think now I nailed 2 millimeters only. So it should be better. Yes, we are. And we will be. Yeah, last stream. It was not the first time that happened. And it will happen again. Because remember, the nights of great events. Remember, if you were here, the Jupiter opposition was exactly the same. People. But first, it's good for the channel. I want that people here in those events. Then, they are not hurting anybody. They are kids, most of them. They are kids. And some of them don't know how to speak English. And they are happy here, flowing with the chat, and it creates engagement to the stream. It's good for the live stream to spread. So, just be aware of that. You can ask the same questions like you are doing today. Don't think I will not ask because it's so many things in the chat. No, because I skip those things and go to your questions. We can do exactly the same, but be tolerant with them. I don't want anybody here to be aggressive with outsiders, newcomers. That's up to me. It's my decision. If I want to ban someone, I ban. If someone comes here and starts being negative and criticizing or telling me what I have to do, out of here. So let that to me. Don't. And if I don't see anything that somebody annoys you, you send me a message, a private message, or even in the chat. Tell me, and then I decide. See, it's less, but still. Okay. I think now it will not cut too much. Good evening, RC Dev. Yeah. Tonight is the king. The king. Let me just a bit more. With Polaris it's easier because it's always at the same place, and without Polaris sometimes the speed of the platform that I have may affect the things. Now it's fine. Okay, let's choose a star cluster. Yeah. We will see the community pictures in a while. I posted pictures in the Discord. They are the parts I got in today to turn our Skywatcher 250p into a easy go-to. Should be interesting. Yes, I'm sure it will be interesting. Yeah, much better now. It's going to the side. Okay. Still air. By the way, let me just check if the sound is fine. I think it is. Let me... Yeah. I'm watching on YouTube. Ah, Quasar, thank you for gifting memberships. Who are the winners? Astrocade, David Moore, Danielle, Marco, Astro Womble, Edward Emenchik, Chris Scott. Wow, this is randomly chosen. Sean Christie, RC Dab, Rita Castillo. Thank you, Quasar. Enjoy the membership. By the way, the members on our Discord can post links. Are the only ones. You just have to connect your account on Discord to YouTube, to your YouTube account. And you will have more benefits in the future. Members will be always benefiting from stuff of this channel. Okay, let's watch this. Do you have any request to any star cluster that is... It has to be from south to north at the east side, not at the west. Because the telescope is to the window. What do we have? Dish cluster, 6.5 magnitude. Dish. Here we have this one. This is a two planetary nebula. This is very interesting. I imaged this nebula already. This is very hard. This is a challenge. If you want a challenge for your Newtonians, because this is very similar to the Ring Nebula, but much smaller. The magnitude is 11. But near this, there's the Calabash Nebula, which is a very tiny nebula. You see, it's 9.47 magnitude, almost 10. It's very tiny and hard to capture both, but it's possible with a Dobsonian or a Newtonian, and they are within a cluster. Okay, we go to this one because it's a rare one. It's to start. It's at Puppy's constellation. Or Puppies, I don't know how do you say in English. But for these ones we have to, and we have some clusters around also. Let me see if we can capture them all. Almost. Okay, we go to this one with a plate solving trick. You see this much better now. It's getting circles, watch. It's getting circles, but almost nailed it now. They are almost stacking the circles, you see? That's the goal, to stack these circles more or less. It's fine, like it is, as it is. Okay, let's clear this and restart everything to the cluster. First, star hopping. It's a challenge to the king. M92. Okay, let's go to this one and then we see. Let me check. Hold on. Because I will lose this one. This one is here, near Sirius. Okay. M92. Yes, it's under. Let me go to Sirius again. And then it's here where it was. I lost it. It's very hard. This will be a challenge, but it's a beautiful challenge. Oh, it's here. Let me see if I have them in the bookmarks. Once I remember a guy that posted a picture of this nebula, the one at the cluster, and he didn't know that he caught the Calabash Nebula, and it was there. Okay, add bookmark. This will be challenging. Calabash Nebula. But as I am with the king... Okay, Sirius is a reference. Today will be hard to watch faint stars or faint stars. This star will be a great one to capture this. But it will be Sirius. So I just have to... Okay. Okay. The nebula is here. This horizontal line. So it means I have to do one Telrad to Sirius. Two Telrad is too much. One Telrad. If I can see this star, if I can catch this star on the screen, it will be faster. And then it will be hard. Okay, one up and a bit, and then one. No, I would like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Telrad to the left, and 1.5 to the right, to up. Okay. Then we play solve. Let's do it. Now we played solve. We just have to do control 1 here first. Control 1. We played solve. Here. Let's see. The moon washed out everything. Incredible. Almost there. I was not so wrong. So now camera. Because it's easier. Now I will not use the Telrad. I will use the reference of the screen. So we are pointing here. I move the one screen to the right. And then 1, 2... And it will be easier because we have a cluster. When we see the cluster... Okay. Let's do like this. Hold on. I forgot one thing. We are doing... Start hopping. Amazing. Amazing. And the challenge will be find the Calabash. Because the other one, some of you with larger devices saw already. This is the cluster we were looking for, and this is the Nebula. Clearly this Nebula, you see, similar to the ring. Clearly life stack this, even with a full moon. The central star. We will watch in Google. We will find information about this. And now the Calabash, I think it's, as far as I remember, I think it's here near this pattern of stars. You see this pattern? Looks like a pendant. This pattern, I think the Calabash, it's here near. I remember when I searched it last year. Okay, let's try. First we will stack it as is and see what we can get. Beautiful. This is a cluster with two nebula, one like the ring, a planetary nebula, and another one super rare. Let's see. In this case, I will try 8 seconds. Although he's a cluster. Let me see if you see the polar align thing helps because it's moving a bit. And the star, no, I will use the 4 because the stars are a bit bloated by the moon. 4 seconds. 4 seconds. It's better. Samir, the gain is the same, 350, and the exposure 4 seconds. The game is always the same. Always. Then we will go to another one. M46, I don't know. Let me check. Yeah, M46, the cluster, yes. Yes. The cluster, then the Nebula, and you see the Calabash. Let me see, where is the pendant? No, it's up. The pendant is here. Hold on. Stop. Doesn't stop. The pendant that I saw, it's here. We go up. We have here a alpha circle. Here, a curve. And then the Calabash, it's here. Okay. The pendant. Let me adjust this histogram for us to see better. Okay. 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 Now let's go there. So the pendant, alpha circle, will be hard. Alpha circle, and the Calabash, it will be here. I'm not seeing it. The pendant, let me check again. The pendant. No. Stop. Pendant. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a triangle here. Maybe it can help. Let me see if I can see. This is like trying to find Pluto. Yes, we can. So the triangle we can see, and then a bit here. Okay. So the triangle, it's here, and then a bit it will be here, but we can't see it. We can't see it. It's around here. Triangle, there's a star here. Triangle, there's a star. It's here. Could be this. Could be this thing here. We wait a bit. This is like, remember when we tried to, and we found Pluto, but that's harder. Pluto it's harder because a nebula has a different shape of a star, and Pluto is very similar. And this is not the ring nebula, but it's very similar. Let's watch in the star cluster for me to adjust. You see, it's swelling. It's not cutting too much, almost nothing, actually. Triangle, star, it's here. Yeah, it should be here. Should be here. Could be this, but it's not. It's here. Could be this, but it's not popping, at least yet. You see, it matched the position like this, and it's a bit brownish. Yeah, we have here a triangle, and this star, and this star, it is here. It's easy to identify the place. But we can't see it. But this one we can. 11 magnitude, no? What's the magnitude of this one? This NGC? 11. 11 magnitude. These are those kind of, and I'm using a series on the next. These are those kind of objects. Let me adjust the background color to make it all beautiful. It's beautiful. This star cluster, it's huge, and with a tiny nebula popping here. Very rare to watch, to see on the online. M103 Cassiopeia. No, Cassiopeia is to my west. I know because the comet it's near Cassiopeia. It's over it, and I moved the telescope forgetting that part. Should be earlier, or I prepared previously for us to watch. Lek from Poland. Very bad situation because it's cloudy day and I can't see the comet. But did you see it already? Because if you did, don't worry, because now it's getting fainter. Now it's for the people at South Hemisphere. This is EAA at its best, loving it. It's right that. I love it too, Astrotiv. And you can do this, and you do it, actually, by yourself, and now this object. Then if you have a long night, you can watch another object. Everything in real time, and take the snapshots. This object that we are watching right now, if you see someone doing astrophotography, they can't do much more than this. What will they do? To sharpen this, I do it with a denoise. At the end, you will see. To change the colors, I don't want to change colors. I want the nebula with the natural colors. So you see, astrophotography, it's for wider fields and wider nebulae. EAA covers it all, except with this setup that I use, except super wide nebula like the Veil Nebula complete, all the nebula, all the sections. California Nebula, I can't with this field of view. The full Andromeda Galaxy. North America Nebula. The lagoon that we will be watching now during the summer. The lagoon, I can almost fit it here. So for those huge nebulae, the Pleiades, the full Pleiades, I can make a good part of it. For those kind of nebulae, a refractor to wide field is good. Actually, I'm still thinking in that thing that you talk, Samir. We will talk about that later. Because to use a refractor may work. To use a refractor with this may work for a good live stream with large nebulae. Because this, the dwarf, it's good for wide field, but first I can't live stream with a dwarf. Because if I connect to the dwarf, it disconnects other things. It requires a strong connection. And it fails. It needs a own connection to the dwarf. Not more devices here. One device, one dwarf. And it works flawless. And also, as it has a smaller, much smaller aperture, it will not get the detail of a refractor with this mount. So you talked yesterday, and I slept thinking in that, and I keep, because I was thinking the stairs on the Nexus here, I could fit here, but it has a problem of the vignetting. It's too large for this. It will not work well. I can manage to fit it there. First, it will be too much weight. May mess with the GoTo. I don't know. It has a strong motor. The GoTo of the Virtuoso. On the other hand, as a 1 1/4 focuser, so it will funneling. You see? Vignetting. The camera already has vignetting. Let's try to find the Calabash now. One, it's here. Yeah, I think it's starting to pop. It's trying. You see here? It's like a worm. Yet, it's evolving to a butterfly. You see here, this is the Calabash. It's different. This is a star, this is a star, this is a star, 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 star. And all these faint stars at the background. Here a star, and this shape is the shape of the Calabash. The thing is, can we make it pop like a butterfly? Because it has... Come on. You see the two bulbs here? One. Oh, come on. Don't move. One down and one up. And it has here a beautiful bluish glow here and here at the heads. the extremes 1 and 2. It's beautiful. And look at the position, exactly the position we have here. This is the Calabash, I have no doubt. The artwork will be to make it pop with a full moon. I bet if we weren't with a full moon, maybe we could watch better. That one, the small one. Calabash. Anyway, this image, it's beautiful. The cluster, the star cluster. And you see here the planetary nebula, and then the Calabash that we can't. It's so tiny, tiny, tiny. For you to see, the guy that posted that picture, I think 2 years ago, and I said, do you know that you have another nebula there? No, where? And I pointed it, because it was visible. Not with a blue, but it was visible. Yes, you can. You can, Sergio. You can add guider scope to not only to the 12-inch Dobsonian, but also to the 8-inch or any other Dobsonian. And you can add a guide scope with a go to Dobsonian or with a setup like this that I have outside. The Dobsonian telescope over an equatorial platform. By the way, we are using the King. The King. So you can. And you are wondering why. So if you can and guiding will give you a better tracking, why don't you do it? Because it's not worth it to do what I do here, EAA. To do what I do, we don't need guiding for nothing to do EAA. To watch objects in real time with short exposures and then move on. Snapshot and move on. But if you want to do astrophotography with your Dob and a Dob over an equatorial platform, it will largely improve your astrophotography process, because you will get better tracking, you will get therefore better fits files to stack and post-process. For instance, a guy that does that a lot, very, very well, it's Miguel, from our friend. He doesn't show here because he don't know how to speak English, he only speaks Spanish. But he was here and I was translating once. Because he does a very nice work with guiding. Guiding to use SharpCap. Actually, use exactly what I'm using, SharpCap, but instead of not recording anything, just a snapshot, he saves all the frames while stacking. I could do that. Save all the frames while I'm stacking, and those frames, and he guides. And those frames he uses to post-process. And he guides. Use a guiding scope and PhD too. But I don't do that post-processment stuff. I understand though, I was watching, for instance, yesterday, I think it was yesterday, one of you, I think it was Mazif, were saying, I think it was 2 days ago, Mazif, that you were saying that, okay, the weather was bad or snow or something, so you are going to post-process something that you have. Something like that, at least I understood like that. And I start thinking, sometimes we have to put ourselves in the place of the others. And I was trying to put myself in your place, not only Madzif, but people in your situation. You like astrophotography, you have bad weather, you have been having bad weather the previous days or weeks, and you had a good night probably when you capture those frames, and then bad weather again. So you post-process during the bad weather nights. And I start thinking, it's an advantage for people that like astrophotography to connect with the sky without having a good weather. So you have bad weather, you can't connect with the sky like I'm doing right now, but instead you can surpass that doing the post-processment of your astrophotography captures. So you can be enjoying something that I don't, but you may enjoy. If you already enjoy doing that, you will boost that, you will leverage that enjoyment, that thing of trying to get a better picture while the weather is bad. So I'm thinking about this, trying to understand your minds of the astrophotographers better. I think I'm on the right path. No? But man, to have a unique night. Imagine that you have a whole month with bad weather, and suddenly you have one excellent night. It happens. One excellent night, and you say, wow, tonight I'm going to place everything outside. All my things outside to capture the sky, to watch the sky. But tomorrow the forecast will be awful again. And you have a choice. I will never ever choose to capture frames without watching the sky. Do you see the difference? It's a matter of preferences. Yeah, it's awesome. It's the power, it's really the Dobsonian power what we have here.
Dobsonian power.
Let me check again the Calabash. 1, 2, 3. Very hard. Very, very hard. We can barely see pixel by pixel. We can see that it's two parts. It's divided in two parts. Can see? We can see that it's pixelized because I'm zooming a lot. We can see that there's like a bulb here and another one here, but we can't see detail. It's so small, so small. Thank you, Moon, for don't letting us watch that. First time I tried to find this when I was searching here, I thought it was this, but it wasn't. It's funny to try to find these objects, and this you can be seen fainter, but can be seen visually. This kind of planetary nebulae. I bet we can see this visually. So I will take a snapshot. Let me readjust just to see if we can boosting this. I'm zooming a lot. No, it's the same. We only introduce more noise around. No. I will leave it like this. I will adjust the color. Oops. And I will take another snapshot just in case. Okay, you were saying the M31 Andromeda is out of sight now. It has to be at east, between north and south, all 180 degrees, but at east, half of the sky tonight. M92 too low. I think I searched already, no? M92. Yes, I searched already. It's too low. More. Let me see more. M40. M103. It's out of sight. M31 out of sight. Don't worry, because we have a lot of nice and different star clusters. Hey, all bunch! Welcome! Yeah, Mazif. I'm trying to understand your point of view better. Although I don't share it, it doesn't mean that I cannot understand. Because at the end, it's the essence is there. It's the sky, it's the universe, and it's get in touch with the universe. We use different things. There are people that only, especially old ones, that only do visually and don't accept. They say that the screens are not the same thing, and things like that. But I don't know if usually the old, because when people get old and the visions start failing, they find suddenly they change their minds. I saw a lot that. Then suddenly the screen is okay because my vision, and now at least I can see it through a screen, through a camera. It helps a lot. People that can't see visually anymore. Yeah. And now that I stream a lot more, while you enjoy, I'll be sharing with you. Looks like a peanut. Yes. The peanut nebula. Actually, I think there is a peanut nebula. I think there is a peanut nebula. Or is it me dreaming? Peanut nebula, you see? I captured this already. It looks like a candy. This one is beautiful. And you can see it visually through a Dobsonian, the Dobsonian 12-inch Dobsonian. Like this one.
The King.
The first time I watched this nebula, I was going to do imaging, but I had no tricks like I have today, this plate solving stuff. So I pointed to it with an eyepiece. I found it star hopping, and then I quickly changed to my 224. I had no 294 yet. I changed to my 224 camera, my inexpensive camera, and I nailed it. Yes, I did it with a 12-inch. The 12-inch is a wonderful telescope. This is on Gemini. It's at zenith. Peanut nebula, yeah. Yeah, I remember you said that. Hope he's getting fine now. I remember you said that in Discord. Yes, Madzif. Wonderful pictures. Do you know, how can I say this without looking... This is what I feel, so I will say it anyway. From the beginning of the the comet, the hype around the comet, until now. This is really what I feel. The best pictures I saw from the comet, and I'm telling you this, with all the pictures that I saw, iPods, news, pictures on the news, on the magazines, everywhere. The best ones were, in my opinion, from you and from Edward Demenchik. And then the other ones that I saw that you post, all the others on Discord, are at super high level. I didn't see no picture more beautiful than the ones that you took. The Edward, I saw it on the magazine actually, but were the best ones. And also, the best real-time image that I saw all over the internet, and there were a lot from bots and from people. The best images real-time were seen on this channel, in our live streams. And the best snapshot I took, it was the best night, it was unbelievable. It was with a 6-inch virtuoso, with the smallest telescope, because I had the better seeing that night and the best position. We could capture the tail of the comet. It was a shame that I didn't use that night the king. But I wanted to say that to you. So thank you for participating in the Dobsonian pictures. You are doing great pictures, you all. And Ray now nailed it, the live stacking. Let me see the poll of Ray. So I made a poll today with two pictures that... Yeah, I knew it. I made a poll today with two pictures of the Orion Nebula that Ray posted on Discord. Beautiful. Both are beautiful, Ray. Both are beautiful. But it was funny because some people, and me included, like, I said choose one, and I said I think it will be the post-processed one that they will choose on YouTube. So 80% shows this one, the post-processed, and 20% this one not processed, which I prefer because of the colors. However, this one we can see here like this. This is the non-post-processing. And this one is the post-processed. But it has more details, especially here in the dust. But the colors are a bit different from what we watch in real time, visually, and also doing EAA. Visually we can't see the red, but doing EAA we can. So some people prefer the better approach to reality, the 20%, me included. But anyway, those are fine. 80% prefer the post-processed. Of course, we are on YouTube, people are scrolling in their phones, and the one that pops more is the one that is post-processed. So clusters. Where is Mars? Mars is out of sight. Mars will be near the comet, but it will be further apart. We can't. And it's faint. It will not be a good. It will be good on day 11, next weekend, for you to watch visually. Visually, I will watch. Make sure you do it. I think it's next Saturday, 11 of this month. Mars will be near the comet, much fainter of course. But with binoculars, if you have binoculars, grab your binoculars and watch it. It will be a great visual combo. Don't forget, put it in your calendars. 11. I will remember because I think, let me see. Yeah, it's Saturday. I will be streaming. Hopefully. I've been recently practicing astrophotography while doing visual with my 10-inch. That makes a good combination. Many people does like that. However, doing like that you can't do what I'm doing here, which is what I prefer the most. It's a choice. The thing is, doing astrophotography, you have always to do something else apart from that. Whether it's visual observations, or whether it's playing games, watching a movie, or simply doing your life, other stuff. Because capturing frames in astrophotography, it's super boring. The own astrophotographers say that. You enjoy the post-processing, not the capturing. But then you can't watch like this. You can watch visually, but with a threshold that we know. Cat's eye, I think it's in sight. However, I think with a bar, let me see. The cat's sight, I think it's already. I'm not sure if it's already or it's getting higher. It's too low yet. It will be later. It's too low, you see? Cats, I know. You always give me targets that I can't. Over. Sergio, can you do deep sky astrophotography with Skywatcher Virtuoso GTI Go to tabletop Dobsonians? Of course you can. Of course you can. With this beautiful telescope, the 6-inch Virtuoso telescope that my great sponsor AstroArt gave me, it's very good for all the things. And as is a go-to, an alt-azimuth, so that means you can't do the same astrophotography that an equatorial mount does, of course. You know that. It's an alt-azimuth, it will have to deal with the field rotation. But you cut the edges then. So you can do astrophotography, post-process, so do astrophotography, and get beautiful pictures. I get beautiful pictures with it without post-processing. Imagine if I will do astrophotography with it. And it's a very inexpensive way to do astrophotography and funny. We are the best, at least for people that like. Many people don't like to watch the sky like this, don't like me. There's people that enter and who is this guy? Got a jerk and go out. But I prefer them to go. I don't want people here that don't like to be here. I don't have good vision, but I can see through an eyepiece without glasses, and with a screen I need to put them. Yeah, it will depend on the eyes of... Remember, Sergio, that this Virtuoso has great optics. The optics, the mirrors of this Virtuoso are professional mirrors, are not the same mirrors that you seeing those small tabletops. That's an advantage. The backdrop is the focuser. It's a 1 1/4 and you can change with without messing with the focuser. And 13, I think it's not on site. I think it's not on site. No, it's still low. We will be there. Now we will enter the Galaxy season. It's the next season. It will be great with a 12-inch Dobsonian.
The King.
For the Galaxy season, there's no other telescope for this. This is the power of the 12-inch. You will see how beautiful the galaxies pop on the screen. Yeah, the comet is saying us goodbye. You cannot record with telescope in real time the planet? Yes, I can when I point to them. We did that a lot. We will do that in the next summer again. Yeah, you see? There's a time for everything. The sky is looping, so it's not really planet time now. It's best to observe objects when they are best placed to observe. Yeah, he's right that. We accept what the sky gives us. Rafael Fernandez, I can see one light white in my house, in my sky. Maybe is one planet, correct my friend, because he's always in the same zone. If it's always in the same zone, it's a LED light or a street light. Look, what I suggest you to do, it will be a funny start to you. Pick your smartphone when you can, not now, after the stream. Pick your smartphone. If it's an Android, go to the Google Store. If it's an iPhone, go to the Apple Store. And search for this app. Sky Safari. Sky Safari. Install that application and then compare what you are watching in the sky with the application. Try to do that challenge. Homework. Do that. And if you can compare and define and identify what is that bright thing that you are watching, if it's not the moon and a street LED light, it can be Sirius star. It can be Sirius. Try to find Sirius with you in your application. Then you come back in another live stream and tell us. It will trigger you those feelings that we have already inside of us to watch the sky. All of us here. And that you know very well. The eye of God for the king. The eye of God, it's already gone. The eye of God is the Helix Nebula. It's not on site. Thank you. I think the Skywatcher Virtuoso GTI Go to Tabletop Dobsonian will be my first telescope. I've been watching the skies with binoculars. The best choice. Really. The best choice for beginners. You will have a telescope for life, because even that later, in a year you see, or maybe less, you enjoy a lot astronomy and want to have a larger aperture, you will still use this. I still use. Actually, next week, I will have bad weather, the forecast at the middle of the week, Not on Saturday, at the middle of the week. So probably I will release the video at the beginning of the week or so. Watch that video carefully, it's very fun. And you can see why the Virtuoso, for a guy like me that already has large aperture. Watch it. I can't spoil it. I can't spoil it now. Dumb guy, why do you use a platform if you do not do astrophotography? Dumb guy, to do what I'm doing right now, first. Second, to do visually without having to constantly moving the telescope to track the object. I point to a planet in the summer. I point to Jupiter. I will observe without touching the telescope because the platform is tracking. I observe Jupiter, beautiful, look, the red spot, beautiful, all the shape, it's beautiful, Jupiter through a 12-inch. Then, I don't touch the telescope, I call my kids. The kids come, watch Jupiter. Don't touch the telescope. Kids go out in fast. My wife come, watch Jupiter. Everybody watch Jupiter, for instance, without me having to be there. Oh, where is it? It's not there already. I have to fix it again. No, good. Go now to watch Jupiter because it will run away. Now, come. It's uncomfortable. The equatorial platform, it's a comfort to have with a Dobsonian visually and to do this. Without it, we couldn't track the sky like this. Live stack. The more the time passes and the more the time passes, the more I love and the more I prefer the simplicity of the Dobsonian itself and the equatorial platform as a combo. Great combo. You get it all, visual and live stacking. And you can do also a simple astrophotography like this. I can do astrophotography now over this image. Actually, look what I do. My astrophotography. Look at my astrophotography with equatorial platform. Actually, I will save another one. And I will pull this to Topaz software. Look at my astrophotography. Is detecting. It's in auto mode. This is the Topaz AI photo because it has all in one. I click on remove noise. It's this that I want. Now I don't want distortion, so I will crank down the strength. Don't use too much strength. The ones that you have that have this, I will place at 2. It's enough. It's just to have. Actually, I think I prefer without doing astrophotography this one. Well, I will save it anyway. Normal. Says here stuff, but I don't know. Save image. Super simple. And this is my astrophotography. Process. Over. Saving. I have to check whether this compact AI photo, I think AI Topaz Photo AI. It has all in one. And then I go to the file, the folder, better saying. And I have the picture. This is my astrophotography. See? The Calabash. This is my astrophotography. Actually, I think I prefer the one without nothing. Yeah. This doesn't need the post-processing. Without post-processing. Calabash. So this is my astrophotography. Done. Next. Then I post it on the community. Is this telescope good? Dobson telescope 3. This is a 12-inch. 1600. Orion Optics Research Curve. I don't know. I don't know that telescope should be if it's a 12-inch. All the 12-inch that are on the market, the commercial ones, are fine. There's no 12-inch, as far as I remember, that I can say that I saw online on different stores that I can say, that 12-inch is not good. It depends on the price and the accessories that come with. That's it. I started my EAA years ago with a webcam I had. Moved it to a Revolution Imaginer before moving to a dedicated Astro camera. It was a nice upgrade to EAA. The Revolution Imaginer. Imaginer or Imagining? Imaginer. But it's much better now that we have the ZWO cameras, are much better to do imaging. Then the RI is very, now comparing that with nowadays cameras, is very limited. But it was a good start at some years ago. For the ones using Nina, there is a plugin for lifestyle. Yeah, Nina is for astrophotography. This one is better. I prefer SharpCap for everything. And many people use SharpCap for astrophotography. Thank you, Fred. I like you too. The people that I don't like is not here. For a long. Actually, I only don't like people that mess with others or very negative. I don't want negativity here and people fighting in the chat. Even that you are a member. Of course that a member and someone is loyal that I know every live streams here. Of course I will talk if any day happen that. I think no, but if anything happen, I will always talk with you privately. That's why Discord is good for that. But a bad behavior here, it doesn't matter if it is a member. There's things more important than the money. And you can see that overall, this channel, this Discord server, these live streams are white, are family friendly. You can be watching the live stream and your kids pass and listen. It will not hurt your kids. See, by the opposite, may get into their heads. What's father doing? Always listening that guy that doesn't know how to speak very well English, but he says things about the sky. Sky, 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 sky. M81, let's see, I don't remember. M81. It seems it's... oh, the Helix. The Helix guy. galaxy, of course. Is on site. Let me see. It's the boats, but today will be all washed out. Today is for clusters. Tell me clusters. We can watch again the boats galaxy other night. It will be washed out. A mess. Orange. It will be orange. And all blurred. Believe me. I was there. A lot. Ray, it will be... I think... If you keep... You nailed it already. If you keep just polishing things just to get used one night, then another night that you want. When the galaxy season pops on the sky, you will be enjoying a lot. The better weather, then you will be outside much more comfortable. It will be great. I bet that you will enjoy a lot. Of course you are, Mazif. You will enjoy a lot also. Yes, you will not do probably everything this season. Choose the best ones. At least with me, there are so many. Well, live striking, we can do it all. If we do loads of live streams, we will watch them all. But astrophotography requires more time. To Loco, I've seen some of those Afghanistan night pictures in National Geographic magazine. Truly amazing night skies, like you are on a different planet. I pulled this message, it was not for us, it was specifically for To Loco, but because of this last sentence, like you are on a different planet. Yesterday night I was resting and I was watching on Netflix. It was, I think it's a recent movie. It's a commentary. It's about exoplanets. If you like that stuff, and the images are great, of course, it's on Netflix. It's a documentary, but it's not a boring documentary. About and guys from SETI talking there. Giving their opinions about the different exoplanets that are similar to Earth, the ones that they bet more. It's amazing. It's amazing. If you like, we have loads of stuff interesting. Yes, I have. I will place here the link. Actually, you can post there at the pictures that you have. And we show them in the live stream. Hold on. I will post a link. Yes, I have Discord. It's a very nice and also healthy place to be. It's an extension of these live streams. I'm sorry. It's pinned. Yeah, the description also. Ooh, 6,000 euros, dollars. Yes, you have much from what to choose. Look at the description. My wife asks. It may be a stupid question, but if aliens are flying around up there, how easy would it be to spot them with a king? It depends. We could spot them. We could. Actually, we may did it already without noticing. But come on. I will give you my point of view. I truly believe that there are more life in the universe. Being infinite it can't be unless this is only a miracle that only happened once. If we find, don't you realize, if James Webb find any sign of life in any place around us, it will trigger the reality totally different. It will say to the science and to all of us that happened everywhere in the universe. That will change everything. That's why we are so anxious to catch. It doesn't matter the kind of life, bacteria, microscopic and different lives. It doesn't matter. It has to be life, and it will change. Now, the green man's watching us silently. I don't think so. Why would they do that? And travel loads of millions of light years to watch some crap? Because it's true, we are crap species. We have so much to evolve. We are to. For them, we will be like dinosaurs or something. Crap. So, probably we can discover with telescopes, but of course the distance. This is my way. I truly believe that by a probability. But if they appear here, we will spot them with a 12-inch, with a king. Yeah, Solarium is fine. I prefer the Solarium for desktop, but... Marco, join Discord and start asking questions there, because that question is very vague. We can answer loads of stuff and that will not fit you. Start asking there and start thinking before asking, what do you want? What do you want? If you want visual, if you want to do visual and later to take some pictures, start by that. The budget you have, where do you live, if it's in the city or in the country. Let me reset the platform. Well, I will. I will choose myself a cluster. But we have the community pictures. We have the community pictures, that's right. We will see the community pictures instead. I talk a lot. Save exactly a scene, another one. Okay. And you talk a lot also, and I like to make you pop. Yes, they are. Join Discord, Marco. There's many possibilities. Many. Yeah, you want to take pictures. Of course, everybody wants. Go there, go there. Yes, it's good. Yeah. How do you do to make the camera view in Solarium to resemble the view of the camera? to match the position or the view. The position is doing that I explain in a video. You have at the description a free push to video. Search on my channel. I will place here because you... Hold on. You have to do like this to install Ascom and Astro Tortilla. I will place the video and then after the stream you can watch. The video. Okay. I place a link here. Then watch. Then join. You are on Discord. Then if you have any doubts, ask on Discord. M3. But we have the... Okay, I can go on. It's Saturday. So, M3. I enjoy these live streams a lot. Don't you see? If this keeps like this, I will do more and more and more. Of course, I don't do more. It's not because I don't want. It's because you may not want to, or you may not be here or something. Still too low also. 28. Look, the galaxy season starting. Virgo. And these all of these here on the Ursa Major. Bam, 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 bam. Look, Quasar. These ones I watched them already. Bam, 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 bam. Here. Loads of galaxies. M3. Yes, I can try. Because it's a cluster. Okay. What do we have as reference? Coma Berenices, it's hard. Ursa Major. Arcturus. But I think I can't see yet. One, if I can see Arcturus star, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's easy with a finder scope. M3, it's an easy one. Oh, it's beautiful. This is beautiful. This star cluster. Okay, I will try it. It will be a bit orangish, probably because it's low, and with the moon. Arcturus. And the moon, it's there, no? Here's a major. I don't know. Let me see. M3, it's beautiful. Okay, let's go. I was waiting for your suggestions.
Start hoping.
Wait a minute. I think I see Arcturus. I think I see Arcturus. Yeah, it's Arcturus. Oh man, I can't see anything with the moon. The finder fails a lot. Let's do it faster like this. Almost there. I can't see anything. I'm almost there. I'm here. It's just move left. But the finder fails a lot with the moon. I can't see it in a finder. Let's solve. Of course, start hoping without watching the the objects, it's a bit harder. Let's see. Oh, I'm lost. A bit more to the left. I'm trying to watch with a finder, but I can't. It's all washed. A bit more. 1, 2 or 3 screens. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't pop in the finder scope. Usually we can see a faint fuzzy and we stop there. But you see, that's why I say I'm good star hoping, but if I was in Portal 8, 9, it was much harder. Now, you see it's tiny. Now, we do like this. First, let me see if this is focused. I think it's still. It's moving. Yeah, it's focusing. It is. It's the moon. The moon is blotting the stars. It's not the focusing. Okay. And now we do 4 seconds. You see this? This is the light pollution mixed with the moon. But fortunately, with star clusters, we can manage that. If it were a galaxies, then I'm managing the background color to get it black. Okay. You see when the light pollution is affecting, it get the star clusters on image get orangish. I love to watch this visually. Let's save a frame already. Save as scene. Usually, for instance, the Omega Centauri cluster, the larger one, it's so low in the sky that I always capture it with this color because it's so low in the sky, 5 degrees, 8 degrees, very low. But the M13, the Hercules cluster, it gets all white, bluish white. They look better like diamonds. These are like diamonds, orange diamonds, because of the light pollution. We cut a bit here on the histogram. It's different than the galaxies. We cut a bit because the stars are so bright that keep showing. This is M3. Okay. M3. Let's do like this. M3 cluster. NASA. Amazing. Hubble telescope for sure. The M3 cluster was the first object in the Messier catalog to be discovered by Charles Messier himself. He did a mistake for a nebula without any stars. Then he corrected later because William Herschel was able to resolve the cluster's individual stars. Today, it is known to contain over 500,000 stars. 500,000. This cluster is notable for containing more variable stars than any other known cluster. This is important information about the cluster. It contains more variable stars than any other cluster. Known cluster, of course. The brightness of a variable star fluctuates with time. Then blah blah blah. This image here was by Hubble telescope, using Hubble, invisible and infrared light. This cluster is located 34,000 light years from Earth in the constellation Canis Venatici. Magnitude 6.2 and can be spotted using a pair of binoculars. The best time to observe this cluster is during May. Of course, it's too low now. Although it's too low, we can spot it very well. The orange is because of the light pollution. It's too low, too low. We are pointing the telescope too low, so it will go through the photons come to the telescope, these photons, passing through a bunch of atmosphere full of crap, basically. But later, April, May, they say May, it will be higher in the sky, and it will be, you will see the difference if we watch it again. You will see the difference, much more bright and sharp, and also white. The orange is from the atmosphere, and of course we have the moon, but that's not an excuse. The orangish tint is because of the altitude. It's too low. Let's do like this. I can't cut the red because of the background. Check the chat. Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching the Dobsonian Power in live action.
Dobsonian power.
Basically using tonight the 12-inch Dobsonian telescope over an equatorial platform, usually known as
The King.
Rafael, we don't speak Portuguese here, only English. No, it's over an equatorial platform. It's the King. Of course. Marcus, this is an English channel, spoken channel, and it will not change. Don't insist, because I understand Brazil. Don't worry, Brazilians and Portuguese people all over the world, and also Spanish, because soon I bet YouTube will solve that. And if they solve that, I will open a channel with my videos translated to English and Spanish, not the live streams. The live streams may, if they improve the AI, they should have that now, if we have the AI so evolved now. But if they not, they will be there. It's a question of time. And when they improve the AI to translate what I'm saying right now from English to other languages, you will be in touch better. Till then, English. But my videos, all my videos, I personally translate manually for thinking of you. So the main languages that watch my channel are all translated. Even Korean and Japanese and so on. So Portuguese, of course, Spanish, everything is translated by me. If you watch, it's not auto-translated. I correct everything. I correct the punctuation. I do all that work, spend a lot of time in any video doing that, thinking only in the people that doesn't speak English. So that's why I don't accept any complaint and criticizing, because I put a lot of work in the background behind the scenes thinking of you. If someone doesn't give that value, out of here. Hopefully the future will solve that for you. Should be, we are on 21st century, for Christ's sake. With the AI invading everything and they didn't solve that yet. Bye bye. Okay, we have 2 hours and a half. It's too much for the pictures now, but I will stream again and I will show the pictures later from Discord in the next live stream. Don't worry, we have time. We have all the time. Thank you very much for being here. I will stream again the next night. I see that it's good to stream now with the moon. Maybe in, I don't know if tomorrow or maybe in the beginning of the next week. Maybe tomorrow I release another thing that we will see. Thank you for being here. Have a great rest of the weekend and see you the next time.